Good evening, everybody, and thank you for coming and joining me here on the iGrow Network Jumpstart webinar. My name is Ron Pope. I'm the CEO for iGrow Network, and with me here this evening, I've got one of my partners and Director of Quality Assurance, Mr. Steve Hyman, in the background doing the recording, so we can get this up for you guys right after the webinar and make it available. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and jump right into this here. Because we do have so many new folks coming on to the company right now, I do want to make sure that you guys are whitelisting, okay? And simply what that means is make notice at igrowmail.com a contact in your email list. If you're not, you may think you're not getting any emails from us, okay? Check your spam, your junk folders if you have not whitelisted us already. Because the email providers today love to filter us out and stick us into the junk folders for some reason. So it's quite a game that we play with the email providers. But anyway, so if everybody does that, go to your junk folder. If there is something there from us, mark it not spam, and then make notice at igrowmail.com one of your contacts. Another thing I always encourage you guys to do, even if your team is getting the messages from us, this is a real sign of leadership. If you guys were to step up and grab all the messages that come from corporate, put your own little note at the top of them, and then forward them out to your team, okay? It starts to create that environment where they're looking to you for the leadership. Okay, now corporate is here. We're here to support you and your teams. You know, that to the core, that's what we stand for. But it's always good for you guys to step up as leaders and you know, if you don't have a team name or something and there's nobody above you with a team name, create a team name. Start to create that internal atmosphere. Communicate with your folks on a daily basis. Make sure, reach out to them. Say, hey, are you getting plugged into the webinars? Are you staying engaged in the business? Because now is the time, guys. This is the initiation stage as we start to head into the momentum phase. Which we are rapidly approaching. We're gaining, tons of new people every single day. Our average numbers are going up several times a day, and it's just we're heading into momentum, guys. Okay, I've seen this a ton of times, and so if you've been sitting back sleeping, wake up, okay? Because there's a lot of people across the globe right now that are running on this thing. So do not get left behind. But anyway, so start to create that atmosphere. Make sure the communication between you and corporate is open. We send out emails, we send out text messages, we send out internal messages in your back office. I logged in, I'm not going to say whose back office it was. I logged into somebody's back office the other day, and they had 12 messages, 12 internal messages that had been unread. Okay. This is an individual that I actually thought was very active. If you are not checking your internal messages, if you're not looking at your text messages, your emails coming over from us, you are missing stuff. Okay, we're rapidly growing, we're rapidly enhancing. We put the bricks in place last year, and now we're full on building the structure on top of it. And we're making leaps and bounds every single day right now. So make sure you're in tune, guys. It's for you, it's for your business, it's for your family. So Leafit and iGrow, again, if anybody's confused as to how those two fit together, Leafit is the social network. iGrow Network is the marketing company. We have the exclusive rights to all the Leafit products, so version 1.0, 2.0, anything else they come out with in the future. iGrow Network has the agreement, the contract that we market exclusively. So the only way somebody can get into Leafit is through iGrow Network. Now you might be going, well, what if they go directly to the iTunes store, to the App Store when version 2.0 comes out? What if they get it another way like that? Well, let me explain something to you. Leafit doesn't keep anybody personally, and iGrow Network corporate doesn't keep anybody. Okay, so there's nobody going direct to the company, which means that we put them into a round robin. We put them into a co-op that gets funneled back out to you guys. Okay, who's going to get those? The Founder 3000 Club. All right, and if you're not familiar with Founder 3000, you're still unsure as to what that is. That is a massive income stream to you guys, okay? Because all these viral installs that are going to happen after the Terry Bradshaw interview airs with the launch of version 2.0, when that airs and people go to the iTunes store, they go to the App Store, and they're finding ways to find the social network without an associate telling them about it, okay? When they come in, they're being assigned back to the Founder 3000 Club. So think about this for a second. There was social networks this year that when they hit their viral momentum stage, they were getting 50,000 downloads an hour. Okay, so think about that just for a second. Now, the Founder 3000 Club, it's exactly what it sounds like. There's only 3,000 people that will ever be in that club. If you're one of those 3,000, you're getting an equal share of all those viral installs. Nobody else is sharing in that. Okay, so if I mean, just take a calculator, guys. 50,000 downloads an hour. What if that happened to iGrow and leafit, and you were one of the 3,000 that got to share in that? That means about 17 people every hour would be dumped in your lap. Okay, so in a matter of a 24-hour period, you'd have about 408 affiliates dumped into your downline. Now, we predict and expect that about 2% of those will convert. That's about 8 people a day, okay, that would be converting through you being in the Founder 3000 Club. Now, Mike Green, he hosts all of our roadmap webinars, and if you guys haven't been on that and you don't understand what I'm talking about right now, you should get on the roadmap webinar, okay? Go to your replicated site, click on webinars, scroll down the page, and register for the next roadmap webinar. You need to see that if you haven't seen it already. If you're still sitting there going, how do I make $1,000 a month? How to make $5,000? How to make 10? You know, I really would like to make $100,000 a month. That's all possible, but if you don't know how to do that, get on a roadmap webinar, okay? Mike will walk you through it. He'll show you how to use the spreadsheet, and you guys can go ahead and plug in all your own numbers. It's in your back office. The tools are there. You just need to know how to use them, okay? But think about that for a moment, guys. Could you imagine, 408 new affiliates coming in your group every single day because you got into this thing called Founder 3000? And out of that, you're getting 8 new associates every single day, which equals commissions. But think about this. This is what Mike Green really presses on. What if you had 10 people, 20 people, 100 people in the Founder 3000 Club with you, all from your team, okay? And they're all getting an equal share of all that. You see where that's going? So now instead of being 400, what if you had 10 of your team members in the Founder 3000 with you? Instead of you getting 400 dumped into your organization, you'd be getting over 4,000. Okay? So you see where that's going? And then as those convert, instead of getting 8 a day, if you had 10 of you in there, you'd be getting 80 new associates a day. So hopefully you understand the value of the Founder 3000. If you don't, definitely get in there and watch it. I know I got a little sidetracked here. We'll come back around. I'm actually going to touch on the Founder 3000 here in a moment again. But guys, the social network is right around the corner, okay? Lawrence Sal, CEO for leafit, has been in the Asian market out there promoting it, and as soon as he gets back, we've got a few more things we got to check off, and then we're looking at putting it into beta. He has already been recorded saying that he would like to put that into beta January 25th, okay? Is that going to happen on January 25th? I don't know. Anytime it's programming, you got to give a little bit of leeway there, but I'm sure it's going to be close to it. Myself and Steve and Mike and a handful of the Associate Advisory Board members are already pre-beta. Okay, we're already. I use it on my desktop already. I use it on my son's Android, our iPads, my iPhone. I'm testing it on all platforms. I know Steve is. I know Mike is. I know that there's a ton of people. Martin Regan, the chairman for the Associate Advisory Board, he's in there. Will Cormany, Justin Halliday. A lot of these guys are already using, the version 2.0 to help us test for bugs. But if it's at that point, guys, I mean, think about it. You literally, as I have right here on the page, by being a paid associate and being involved with us at that level, so free affiliates, they're not going to get to beta test, but paying associates that have stepped up and made that extra commitment right there, that have joined in tighter with us, will have the opportunity to test it in beta. Now, I don't know how many thousands we're going to put into beta, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I don't know exactly how many are going to go into that. We don't have the criteria set for that yet, but I do know that there will be thousands of people testing it. If you're wanting to be in beta, it might be a little premature, but you can always send something over to support@igrownet.com and let them know, hey, I'm a paying associate, I've been building my team, I'm really excited, and I'd love to be part of the beta test. So, guys, we are getting so close to this right now, and I mean, I barely sit still during the day, because if you think about it, we're going from an iPhone app to a full-on, full-fledged social network that is just literally insane. It's sick. If you think about some of the things that we have coming with the hot button, where people can heat that up, it's interactive. I mean, that's really cool. The name itself, it is going to go viral. I mean, that's something I can't believe nobody's used that before. It's so simple, yet it has so many meanings to it. You can use it so many different ways in your marketing and stuff. One of the things that my wife loves is the group shopping that's coming. And if you guys haven't gone and watched the video on this, definitely get over there and watch the videos, guys. It's on our corporate YouTube channel. It's been there. There's thousands of views on it. Drive more traffic. Drive the likes up. Let's get this thing really booming and going viral before version 2.0 ever comes out even, guys. I mean, right now you've got the video. You can see what's going on. But one of the things that my wife loves, if you didn't hear me say it last week, is the group shopping feature. Okay, give you an example. Let's say her sister and her cousin, they're all on there live chatting, guys, through the social network. Okay, and my wife says, hey, check out, this shirt or this blouse or whatever that I found over here. And so she posts a link, and her sister and cousin look at it, and her cousin goes, wow, that's perfect. That's what I'm looking for. She buys it. Okay, my wife would have got a commission on that. You see? Now, let's say that her cousin finds something and posts it, and my wife and her sister go, wow, we love that one, and they both buy it. Well, then her cousin would have got a commission. They're doing this real time, live chat, posting links back and forth and making commissions in real time through group shopping. That's never been done, guys. That concept in itself is just sick. And then we've got so many other things that are coming out. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I want you guys to go watch the videos if you haven't already checked them out. Okay? There's over an hour worth of those videos that you guys can go watch. I've been asked by people, hey, can we chop those down? Yeah, I can chop them down. I chop one down to 8 minutes. If I keep chopping them down, you're going to miss some stuff. Okay, but we can put a sizzle together. I'll work on that here in the next 2 weeks. See if we can get something down that is like 2-3 minutes long, and it'll just be feature. And then you guys can blast that out there. But drive your traffic. Get them over there to the corporate YouTube channel, and let's get this thing booming for you and your team. I'm going to show you some stuff here, guys, because there are other teams exploding right now. Let's talk about the Asia trip. Okay, Lawrence Sal, CEO for Leafit, is out there right now. He started in the Philippines, Manila, 14th through the 16th. Incredible response. They structured a ton of leaders before they left Manila. Okay, it was private meeting after private meeting after private meeting, group meeting, and then after the group meeting, what they do, they jumped on a plane and they went over to Malaysia. Okay, anybody who's friends with Lawrence on Facebook, you're seeing a lot of these different pictures and things. It's blowing up out there, guys. All right. The first day in Malaysia, they had a meeting with a couple hundred people, and it's been nonstop since then. They're now in Singapore. All right, and they've got a massive meeting out in Singapore. When they're done with that one, they're heading back over to Malaysia for a bit. Okay. On the 23rd, they're having a meeting, guys, that is going to be incredible. So if you've got people out in those markets, we've had a lot of people reaching out to corporate saying, hey, exactly where are those meetings at? What are the times? Can other people come? Yeah, your leaders are invited to these meetings. Okay. So far, there's been over 500 new members signed up since Lawrence got out there. I want to stress something to you. That's just the leaders. Okay, we said that when we got into the Asian market that we were going to explode, and that you guys needed to hurry up and get your spots in the Founder 3000. That the Founder 3000 is not full yet, but I will tell you that just in a short amount of time, okay, over 500 new members have come in from the Asian market just since Lawrence got out there. Okay, 26 new Founder 3000 members, 26 of them in less than a week. And those are just from the leader structuring. This has nothing to do with what's taking place this week. And I mean, it's wait till you guys see what happens here. But I wanted to point something else out here. I wanted to give Mike Green some props. Team Green, when you guys see that on the board, that's Mike Green. Mike Green donates his time day in and day out. Donates, guys. He doesn't get paid from the company. He donates his time day in and day out to help head up all the Blitz webinars, all the roadmap webinars. I mean, he is just the most dedicated individual. He's been with the company from the beginning, as far as being out in the field and helping spread the word and the vision. And I don't think there's anybody more excited in the whole company right now than Mike Green, because he's seeing it all pay off. Mike has 67 of his members in the Founder 3000 Club. What was the scenario I gave you a second ago? If you just had 10 people in there. Okay, Mike has 67 of his team members in the Founder 3000 Club right now. So, guys, it's heating up. Okay, so make sure if you want to get the Founder 3000, what does it take? You just need your personal 3 sales. That's it. You want more people in there? Help them get their 3 apiece. It's really, really stupid simple to get in there. All right. Let's see. On the 23rd, I said there was going to be a big meeting. I believe it's the 25th. I'm sorry. On the 25th, we were not expected to keep Lawrence out there that long. They asked us to keep him out there a few days longer because on the 25th, guys, they already have over 1,000 people RSVP'd for this meeting, and they believe that they're going to be able to push it to 1,500, possibly 2,000 people in that one meeting. Okay, they're excited. They're going nuts out there. They've been waiting for a good tech company like this to come out. So capitalize, guys. You were here first. Get your spot in the Founder 3000 if you don't have it already. There's a lot more meetings still happening. They have multiple meetings all day, every day going on out there. So it is rapidly exploding. Let's talk about some more updates. A little bit closer to home here in the United States. There's a lot of teams that are coming back to life. When we went through some of the building blocks that we had to go through, so if you're new here, you missed you missed a lot of the fun. You missed some of the struggles that we went through here over the last 6 months as we were working with Facebook and having to go through the extra approval processes and things that they put into place. We had almost a 2-month delay, actually. Now that we look back on it, when we were going through it, it was total hell. But now that we're through it, looking back, it's almost comical that Facebook decided right in the middle of everything that any app that had anything to do with Facebook had to go through them. The iTunes store under contract had to basically put us on hold until Facebook approved us. They approved us. We started going again, and they say, oh, we got another criteria, pulled us back out. Anyways, through all of that, some of the teams went stagnant, okay? But what's exciting is I knew they weren't gone. And now that we're coming alive and they're seeing all these things happen, and version 2.0 is just barely outside of beta, and things are really starting to heat up, these teams are coming back. And what's really cool about it is the way that they're coming back. They're coming back with a vengeance. They're determined, okay, to build massive teams here. They're doing calling campaigns. I want to give you guys some ideas of some of the stuff that's going on out there. I covered this last week, but again, we had so many new people come on last week that I wanted to cover this one more time and give you guys some ideas. The best way is the 4-step duplication process. Okay, send out your text, whoever responds, send them another text, drive them to a webinar, send out another text, drive them over to the roadmap webinar, and then sign them up. Okay, 4-step process. It works, guys. It's massive numbers. Okay, but massive action equals massive results. Okay, and so for those team members who are afraid to pick up the phone, I still believe that picking up the phone is the best way to connect with somebody. But for those team members that are afraid to do that, just go right through the 4-step process. Grab the text messages that we gave you and just blast them out. Okay, here are some other techniques. These are more advanced. I believe some of the team members that are doing this are on the webinar right now with us. Myself and Steve, we've been helping them out and getting things going, and it's pretty cool what some of these teams are doing. There's one that was launching, I believe, today, actually. They have dialers in place. They're taking large lists of networkers and they're placing them into a dialer, blasting them out. Okay, and so what is a dialer? Well, it's calling until it reaches somebody, and then it passes that live call off to one of their team members. They got like 8 people that are there on I believe like Google phones or something, Google numbers. And so this dialer is dialing, so you don't have to sit there and dial every number. Oop, got a busy signal. Oop, got a voicemail. Oop, no answer, whatever. Instead, the dialer does it for you and then splits it off into these different numbers that they have on their round robin. Really cool idea, guys. Okay, so they're using dialers. They're sending out emails. Anybody that's responding back, they're using autoresponders. Okay, emails, pre-written emails. Steve has been working on some of those. We'll get those in the back office for you guys. That you guys could also use autoresponder messages if you want to use like Aweber or something. I will tell you that we already have from corporate autoresponders in place that we trickle on your folks for you. Okay, I believe right now we got like 10 emails or something that go out periodically. Okay, so when somebody goes through your lead capture page, it automatically triggers that autoresponder to kick into place. And we start hitting your prospects with emails to help convert them to sales for you guys. Okay. Other ways, house parties. A lot of folks are having friends, family, acquaintances and things come over to their house, and they're playing the different videos that we have. Very simple to do. Matter of fact, we have just about everything recorded, guys. You can go to your webinars page on your website, and if you go down, you'll see right underneath the Blitz webinar, it says 6 webinars daily. That's actually a recorded system. So if you wanted to have somebody come over to your house and it was an off time where there wasn't a Blitz webinar going, the best time to do house parties, guys, would be when there's a Blitz webinar followed immediately by a roadmap webinar. Okay? Pretty straightforward as to why that is, right? We started those at the top of the hour. So what could you do? If you did a house party, had some people come over, start off with some hors d'oeuvres, some drinks, whatever, everybody just kind of chill out, have a good time, and then the Blitz webinar kicks off. Put it up on your big screen TV and let everybody sit around and just relax and watch it. At the end of that, it's about 25, 30 minutes long. You're going to have a break because we start them all at the top of the hour. Okay, so after the Blitz webinar, you're going to have a break. You guys can socialize a little bit. Whoever's ready to sign up, get them started. Okay, and then you encourage everybody to stick around for a little bit longer. We've got a roadmap webinar that's going to show you guys how to make the money. And it starts at the top of the hour. So you see how these house parties, what are you guys doing? You guys are socializing. Okay, you're inviting people over, and then you're letting our trained presenters do all the telling and selling for you. You're simply putting it on your TV. Okay, letting them watch it. In between, while you guys have that downtime, what else could you be doing? You could be playing the Enterprises television interview that's on the website. You could be playing the video that's on the cell phone, on the website. You guys, there's all kinds of different things that you could be doing with these folks to gain more interest, to gain more credibility, and basically, gaining their belief. Because that's really what people buy for. They buy for, when they like you, when they trust you, and they respect you, and they like the project you're working on, they're going to buy. Okay? So what better way to do that than invite them into your home? If they're not in your area, there's so many different ways to market. But I heard some folks that were doing house parties and getting great results with it. That's like old school right there, but it's still very, very effective. Texting campaigns, I talked about the 4-step process. I don't need to go real deep into that. There's different text software and stuff out there that you guys can use. Load your list into it and blast it out. We are actually going to have text available to you guys here soon. I've got my programmers working on some international processing and banking stuff right now that had to get finished up. Once we're done with that, we can get focused back on a couple of these features for you guys. But text messaging is one that we want to give you guys the ability to do. Okay, the rates will be low. You guys can buy some credits and start blasting your teams or blasting your prospects, however you want to do that. Okay, text message is a great way to do it, though, guys. Why? Because people look at their phone, they look at their text messages more than they look at their email. Okay, more than they check their voicemail, more than so it's the most effective way to do that. So blast out some text. Social media posts, that's another thing that I'm hearing that a lot of folks are doing is, after they get somebody started, they're getting together, whether it be on screen share or they're doing it, if it's a house party, that's another great way to do it. Invite some folks over, go meet them for lunch, go to dinner, whatever. But what you're doing is you're meeting up with these folks and you're pulling your computer out and you're helping them take that first step. Hey, let's take this ad right here. Okay, Steve's done a great job on a lot of those different lead capture page ads in your back office. Grab one. Go post it up on your social network pages. Put it on everything you got, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Just put it out there. Drive traffic. Okay? If you're not sure how to drive the traffic, go into your university. The iGrow University will teach you guys how to tap into all these different social networks and drive traffic back to your business. All right? But help your new prospects, help your new team members post this stuff on their social sites. So let's see, corporate, obviously we're here to support you. I've got my customer service in place that is there to help you guys with anything that you need, as well as my corporate staff. I mean, if there's, you guys got a meeting that you need some help with or something like that, you can always reach out to us. I will say that my time is extremely limited that I have available. I've had some folks reach out to me recently. If I haven't gotten back to you, my apologies. I do my best to get back to everybody, but the busier that we get, the more difficult it is to get directly in contact with me. But we do have team members, corporate team members that can help you guys out. Okay, so we're here to support you. If you haven't done this already, these are a couple of the tools that I really like to press because I know how effective they are. Okay, when you're with a company that makes the cover of a magazine, and you have the ability to get unlimited downloads that you can send out electronically to everybody in the world, why would you not? Okay, if you guys have not already got your subscription or purchased the download to the magazine, you need to do that. Okay, it's like $10, $9.95, and you get unlimited downloads. You can send it out to everybody, and your link is embedded in it. Okay, so anytime it says check it out or whatever, they're going to click on it. Your prospect's going to click on that. It's going to your website, not to the corporate website, not to somebody else's. It's going to your website. This is an incredible tool. I mean, you want to gain some quick credibility. Say, hey, I just found the first social network. It's called It, okay? And it shares the revenue back with the users when the content they post generates an e-commerce sale. First time that's ever happened. It's incredible. Matter of fact, they made the cover of a magazine. Let me send you a copy over. That's the type of way that you need to use these tools, guys. They're there. Put them to use. You don't need to, necessarily fry your brain trying to figure out, okay, what should I, how should I market today? If you haven't already put the different marketing tools in place that we've provided, start there. I mean, what a great way. You could be marketing tonight. You could be marketing in the next 5 minutes. It's not hard to do. When you log in your back office right now, you'll see, hey, have you got your iGrow Network business cards? Okay. Again, that's not to put money in the company's pocket. That's to help you guys get that professional image and step up your game so that no matter where you go, I mean, in the last 20-something years, guys, I can't tell you how many different places I've prospected. I spent some time in Dominican Republic last year, and we were out there for about 2 weeks at a resort. And just while I was there, I kept meeting more and more and more people that wanted to know, hey, what are you doing here? And what's your business? Because we had a large group of people out there, and I was prospecting. I wasn't trying to, but people wanted to know. I'd pull my business card out, hand it to them. Okay, but guess what I would do? I would write. It's because I believe in always promoting your leaders. So I would write somebody else's name on it. So they'd get my business card, but then I would put somebody else's name on it, one of my leaders that they could sign up under. You see? So those business cards, though, they're a great leave behind. It's a great tool, and what it does is instantly says to the person you're talking to, hey, this guy is serious about his business. Okay? This guy is serious about his business. If they say, hey, do you got a business card? You know what? I don't. You got a piece of paper? I'll write my number down. All right? That's just not as professional. Does it work? Yeah, it works. And if that's your style, more power to you. But I believe that pulling out a business card and handing it to them says, I'm committed to my business, I believe in what it's doing, and I've stepped up, okay? So get your business cards if you guys haven't done that yet, and just, anywhere you go, grocery store, the bank, it doesn't matter, hand your cards out. Get them moving. Let's talk about some of the promotions here, guys. This is one that was running last year. Excuse me. We've kept this running. It's called the 50K race. And this is becoming a reality, guys. We are rapidly approaching the 5,000 paying associates. When we have 5,000 paying associates, the individual who made the most personal associate member sales is going to get a $15,000 check. Okay? We hit 10,000 paying associates. The individual who has the most personally sponsored associate sales is going to get a $25,000 check. We hit 25,000 and 50,000 paying associates. The game changes because we're not just a recruiting company. Okay, we believe in building a team and an environment and security, depth, in your business, things like that. So you need to reach down and work with the folks that you bring in. At 25,000 paying associates, we're going to give out $50,000 to the individual, okay, that has the most personally sponsored associate memberships that each have their 3. All right? So if you're just out doing it all on your own and recruiting, but you never slow down to focus on your team, you're going to miss out on the bigger checks here. All right? So 50,000, same thing at the 50,000 paying associates. The individual has the most personally sponsored associates who each have their 3. It's going to get a $110,000 check. It does not mean it's the same person on every one of those checks, guys. Okay? It's still up for grabs. So we'll be getting some boards in your back office next week. That'll show the 50K race, who's in the lead of all that. Right now, actually, if you go to the leaderboard, I should say, if you go to leaderboard, you'll know who's in the lead. Okay, that's what's tracking there. But I will touch on leaderboards here in just a second because I'm going to announce to you guys here right after this page. I want to talk to you about some new promotions that we have coming forward. And it was actually Steve was the brainchild behind it. I love the idea. And I haven't personally done it like this, but I love the drive that it's going to create. So let's touch on this one last time here. This is going through the end of the month. This is the New Year's promotion. Okay. If you're already past your 7-day period, it does not mean that you can't still capitalize on the extra commissions here that you guys can pick up. Okay. If you've gotten your 3 and your 5, but you haven't got your 7 or 10 yet, go get it. Put that extra money in your pocket. If you're new to the company, you just came on in the last few days, you have a 7-day period, okay, to run after this, get 3, okay, typically you'd get a $100 promotion bonus, all right. Now out of that, you know, obviously you make $17 for every personal that you sign up, so typically you'd make 51. This is a $49 bonus with this. So 51 plus 49 makes 100, okay. If you do this in 7 days, so if you just came on, you got your 7-day period running, if you do this in 7 days, we're going to give you an extra $50. All right. Same thing when you hit 5. If you do it in 7 days, same 7-day period. Okay. So it doesn't reset. It's not like you got 7 days to get 3, 7 days to get 5, 7 days to get 10. It's the same 7-day period. So if you want to get $500 put in your pocket, get 10 people in a total of a 7-day period, and we'll give you a $500 check. Okay. So put some extra cash in your pocket. You can do that. You can do that today. We've had folks actually coming on, or excuse me, that came on last week that have already hit that $500 bonus. So you just got to, you know, get yourself pumped up, start doing some of the marketing we just went through and talked about, and capitalize on it, guys. Put that money in your pocket. Anytime we come out with promotions, you should be running after it. You should be trying to put as much of that money in your pocket as you can. What happens? Let's talk about the flip side of that for just a second. If you're going, well, I don't know 10 people, okay, but if you run after that promotion, let's say all you get was 5. Okay, if you still picked up 5 people, what'd you get? If you did it in 7 days, you got $250. But now you have 5 team members. That's what these promotions are always about. Let's put money in your pocket right now. But the bigger picture is we're trying to help you guys, incentivize you guys to bring on a team, because this game is a lot more fun when you got other team members playing with you. All right. So that's what that's all about, guys. If you're new to this industry. Okay, let's go on. I want to talk about the iGrow races, and I'm a big motocross fan. I don't get time to watch golf or football or some of the other sports that are out there. I don't have a lot of free time. In my free time, back when I was in high school and just outside of high school, I was a professional motocross racer. Okay, I loved it. It's been something that's just been ingrained in me. I come from a racing family, so when we were talking about different promotions, I said let's do some races. We put it out to the Associate Advisory Board. We said races or sprints, and some different names came back, went around and around and around. I got a lot of personal messages that came in as more people supported races than sprints. So that's what we went with, guys. We got iGrow races now. This is going to be a permanent part of the iGrow network. Permanent, okay? And so let me just educate you real quick. What is it? Well, we're going to give you guys, look right down here in the green, we're going to give you guys 24-hour notices. Okay? Now today's is not a 24-hour notice. This is the first time we're talking about it. My programmers are finishing up the programming this week. Next Monday is when this is going to kick off. Okay? So next Monday, the first iGrow race is going to take off. After that, anytime we run a new race, you're going to have a 24-hour notice. What are we looking for? We're looking to keep you guys in tune with your business. Okay? So we're going to send it out via text, email, and instant message in your back office. They're very quick, short races. Again, it's to help you guys stay in tune, stay focused, because we understand your day life, okay, day in and day out, you get stuck in that grind. You came here because you had a dream, okay? You wanted to build a business, and a lot of you want to get free from a job. You want to buy a new house. You want to get a different car. I've talked with a lot of you guys, and you all have your different reasons, your different why for why you're here. Okay? If you don't have a reason why, I suggest you sit down tonight and write that down. It's so important that you have a reason why you're here, or life is going to get the best of you and you're going to fall back out of your business. Okay? But for those of you, that have that reason why, we want to help you guys. We want to help you stay focused and motivated. So we're going to give a 24-hour notice. We're going to send out that text, email, instant message, and 24 hours later, these races are going to kick off. Okay? Different races will be happening throughout the month. Might even do a couple of races a week. Okay, but there will be several monthly that are going to happen. It's a 48 to 72-hour race is all we're talking about here, guys. We even talked about 24-hour races, but I know that a lot of you, internet marketers and things, you guys like to send out, a blast to your email list, and then when those come back, then you got to respond to them again. So 24 hours wasn't enough. 48 to 72 is plenty. Okay, so it's that fear factor, it's that fear of loss. You got to really drive it into your team members and get them excited, get them coming on. 48 to 72-hour races. Here's an example of some of the prizes. I'm sure you guys have already read it. First place, 3 months free membership. Okay, what is that? That's $150. All right. Second place, 2 months free membership. That's $100. Third place, 1 month free membership. Okay, so if you got folks that are saying, I'd come in, but I don't want to worry about that monthly membership. Say, okay, well, what if I could help you get 3 months for free? Well, how would you do that? Well, do you know 3, 5, 7 people? Because we got this race going on right now, and it's only going on for the next 48 hours. And if you get first place, they'll give you 3 months for free. So pretty cool little feature there, guys, or a little promo. We'll be running lots of these. The prizes are going to change. Okay, maybe 1 week we'll do an iPad. Okay, maybe we'll do cash bonuses, and whoever wins, we put some cash in your credit wallet for you. All right, lots of different things that we can do with this. Lots of different types of races. Okay, it's not always even going to be the same type of race. Maybe we're going to have you guys race for something. Who knows what it is. All right, the one next week is going to be for the individual who brings in the most personals. Okay, so that's what we'll be kicking off next week, but we might put a spin to that. All right, don't sit back and wait for Monday to come around before you put any personals in, because you can help your team do the same thing as well. So do not wait on this. Keep putting your teams, your people in this week. Trust me, it always comes out ahead for you guys if you never procrastinate and you don't wait to put people in. All right, it could be, you could be like, oh wow, if I waited till Monday, I might get 2 months for free. But what is that? That's $100. If you would have put some people in this week, 2, 3, 4, 5 people this week, then what would have happened next week? You could have surpassed way beyond a monthly check that would have surpassed the $100 bonus that you were holding back to try and get. You see, so don't ever procrastinate. Wage a war, guys. This year on procrastination. It's on my Skype ID and everything. I think procrastination needs to go out the door, and you guys need to start changing your lives. Now, this is one of the cool things that we're going to do in the back office is we're going to put a podium up. Okay, we're going to have back there a board that's going to update in real time for these different races. So as a race is going on, okay, if you're fighting for that top spot, you're in the top 5, you're trying to get in the top 3, or you're in first and you're trying to maintain that. All of a sudden, here comes second place, boom, passes you up. Here comes third, comes around both of you guys, and they, no, I'm not going to let that happen. So, you start bringing on some more people. It's fun. It's a lot of fun when you can see what's going on at the top of those boards, and you see people jousting back and forth and fighting for those positions. It's a blast, guys. So we're going to put a podium back there. So after each race is over, you're going to know who's first, second, and third. Okay, and we're going to kick off another race. So I'm excited about this, Steve. Great job, man. I love the idea. I got to say, guys, I got the best team. I really do. I got the best corporate team, and I love the associate advisory board leaders, and I look forward to seeing more of you guys in the field stepping up and possibly entering into the associate advisory board and get to meet you guys, because we have just got not only the best corporate team, we've got the best company, guys. I love the folks that we're involved with. And you guys, I maybe haven't met you yet, but the leaders out there, the different builders that I have met are incredible. The mindset is awesome. And I think it's got a lot to do with the fact that, we're a social media marketing company. I mean, we're tapping into what? Socializing and allowing you guys to change your life with it. So I love the attitude that you guys have out there. We're coming to an end here, guys. I just want to run through real quick. Obviously, you guys are on the Monday night corporate jumpstart call. Plug your team into it, okay? We got seats for 1,000 people. We're not hitting 1,000 on these calls. We should be, okay? So make sure that you're sending it out to all your team members. We're sending it out via text, email, and instant message in the back office. But reach out to your team members. Place a quick phone call and say, hey, make sure you're jumping on these Monday night corporate jumpstart calls. We are, guys, as I said at the beginning of the webinar, we're moving so quick that things are changing literally daily. So make sure your team is plugged in. You'll see the dividends from it, guys. If you keep your team plugged in, you will grow so much faster than if you're not getting them onto these webinars. Okay. Blitz webinars Monday through Sunday, several times a day. Go to your website, click on webinars, and you'll see there's like 50-something webinars a week that's being hosted for you guys to drive traffic to. We have room for 1,000 people on every single one of those webinars. We could literally be talking to 55,000 people, new people, every single week if we were to pack every one of those webinars. Okay? How would you like part of that going in your downline? We are here. The presenters are highly trained. They're there. They're donating their time to help you guys. Drive the traffic over there. Let them do all the telling and selling for you. You do not have to be an expert on this business to make a lot of money with it. All right? So with that, guys, I want to go over real quick. This is your last, well, I shouldn't say last. This would be your first, actually, way to get a hold of the company would be our customer support. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have live chat 10 to 3. Okay. Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Live chat 11 to 1. We will continue to expand those hours and expand that department. If you're new here tonight and you are not started with us yet, I think you can feel the energy here in the room. Guys, if you like this webinar and it got you pumped up, would you just put in your chat for me real quick here? Was this worth coming to tonight, guys? Is this something that you think you should start driving your team members over to on these Monday night webinars? Because I would love to see more and more participation. Oh yeah, Martin's saying totally pumped up. Oh yeah, from Ken. Great job, Ron. Thanks, Doc. Hey, Doc, how you doing, bud? Doc Friend, I'm going to give you a quick shout out. Doc Friend is a friend of mine. We've gone on a cruise and stuff together. Doc has been in this industry. Now, Doc was going into retirement, guys, okay? He was heading into retirement. He told me, I called him, I said, dude, you got to check out this company. I just took the CEO position for it this couple months back, and I said, you got to see what's going on. And he was heading into retirement. He's like, Ron, I'm not really looking for something right now. And when version 2.0 started to come out, I called him again. I said, Doc, you really got to see what's going on. We're becoming a full-on social network. He looked at it and called me back. He said, oh, man. He said, I got to get involved in this now, don't I? And so Doc, he found himself a sponsor there. He got involved with us. And Doc and his team are they're incredible. I've been on a couple of calls with them. I love what's going on. But Doc, I think you were telling me the other day, you've been in the industry now about 35 years. And he's been an icon. Guys, Doc has been a master distributor for different companies. He's built some massive organizations. Close to 500,000 people have followed him in different companies over his career. He's just an icon in the industry. I'm honored to have you here, my friend, and looking forward to what you're going to do with this company. But guys, if somebody like Doc sees the potential of this business, wouldn't you think there's something behind it? I mean, if that is good enough to keep somebody from going into retirement, and he's been around so many different business models and turned down hundreds and hundreds of business models over the years, and here he is stepping up and saying, wow, I have to be part of this, and I'm going to forego my retirement. All right? That's incredible. So anyways, Doc, I want to thank you so much for for doing it. What is this? The Dead Sea was just sick when I started. Anyways, so guys, we've got so many great leaders. I could sit here and bring them out one after another. I just happened to see Doc there making a comment. And so with that, guys, let me show you how to get involved here if you're not already on with us. All right? Decide to move forward. It's $49 a month. Get three who get three. Yours is free at that point. Okay, we've got lots of different ways for you to get your startup costs right back in your pocket within days. Matter of fact, in our unilevel, I'm not going to go in the comp plan here, but in our unilevel, you literally, whatever you do up to midnight Tuesday, you could get paid that Friday on. All right, so if you're in a position right now, you're going, wow, I really don't have the $49, okay, and I'm not making fun of anybody. There's folks that don't have the $49. I get it, okay. Start with 3 people then, okay. When you come in, put your first 3 people in. Right there. What does that do for you? Well, you make $17 a person. So you just got your startup back, okay? Plus, what is that? $2 in your pocket in profit. So if you don't have the 49, start with 3 people, and this Friday you'll have a check. Okay, getting you that startup money back. Then you help them each get their 3, and you don't even have to worry about your monthly membership anymore. It's that simple, guys. Get your sponsor's username. Go to igrownet.com/their username and secure your position. If you guys don't understand what a matrix is, it is, well, again, go to the roadmap webinar if you don't know what that is. If you don't know what an expandable matrix is, which I don't expect you to know, because that's something we created, okay, expandable matrix. There's no limitation, no income restrictions on our matrix anymore. So if you don't understand what a matrix is, here's what I'm going to tell you. It's this simple. Timing is critical. Okay, if you procrastinate getting started, if you don't start right now and other folks come onto that same team, they could go in before you. Whereas if you would have gone in right now, new folks coming in tonight and tomorrow, they could literally end up in your downline through what we call spillover. Okay, that's where what is happening above you literally trickles down into your matrix and makes you a check every single month. Positioning, timing, everything, it's critical, but it's perfect timing for you right now. Follow the step-by-step system, the 4-step duplication process, all of that, because in this industry, duplication is the key to success, guys. All right? But most of all, do what the leaders are doing out there. Just build relationships, bring people in close to you, love them, have a good time with them. You know what? Because you guys are going to be doing a lot of traveling with these folks, okay? You're going to be building wealth together. I can't tell you how many folks I know that have become multimillionaires through this industry, and they took a lot of folks with them. You have that opportunity to do that. Build relationships and have a lot of fun. And I want to welcome you guys to the team if you're getting started tonight. I'm excited. I got goosebumps right now, guys. I am just excited to see you guys come on, and the business is hitting its stride. So thank you for your time tonight. I look forward to a very prosperous